Yogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube and view it for free. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Pretty amazing. Just when I thought I couldn't be frustrated with two teams, it's only one.
Which one?
Cleveland.
How does it feel watching them?
Can I? Here, let me. I'll explain this week in Cleveland. I did something I never do because that's not my thing. I went and watched an old game of Deshaun Watson in Houston.
Okay.
At the peak of his powers.
Okay.
That's with the two awesome receivers, the run game, everything worked.
His awesome receiver, Will Fuller as his other receiver.
Hold on. Had success though. That's why they paid him a lot of money to come here.
Swindler.
And here's what I realized. Quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins, quarterbacks like check please.
Flacco.
There's certain quarterbacks in this league that will always be able to get a job for one reason. They can throw the ball in the pocket. There is no offense designed for a quarterback to roll out and make plays. Let's be clear. It happens, but that's not offense. And when I go back and look, the one thing that I noticed is how long Deshaun Watson held the football, right? So it really wasn't necessarily him reading a defense. It was waiting till somebody got open.
Okay.
So now I fast forward to present day. And now with the pass rush, with the offensive line, everybody's put a premium on making quick decisions and getting rid of the ball quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Now you do have some guys who are mooses. Like you can't, Deshaun Watson, you look at Jane Daniels, you look at Josh Allen. Those guys are unique in that they can throw the ball, but also run the football as well. Those are unique to this. The fact that now I've seen 2 weeks where I paid attention. Guys running in the middle of the field, wide ass open, and he's not throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that it's not a losing his fastball. It's that he maybe never had it to play in this style of offense that we have today.
Maybe. I mean, I think I don't know if I would go as far to say as he was never a good player or was overrated.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying times have changed. Now, more than any other time that I can remember in football, right? All these offenses, that's why you don't see a whole bunch of yards passing all the time. All these offenses are built on timing and getting rid of the ball quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys that hold on to the ball a little bit longer, those are the guys that seem to be struggling. So I don't know, like I'm just, at this point, you're just looking for stuff because you're like, this can't be.
I think it can though. I mean, like it's one of those things that's it's like you're I get what you're saying, but also this is a very unique downfall in the way that it happened as well.
And let me be clear. I am only concentrating on the football aspect of it. If there's other things that probably may play a role in it, I'm not even talking about those things.
Oof.
Right.
Myles Garrett getting you more touchdowns yesterday than Deshaun Watson.
It's dude, it is amazing. That defense has to be like, what the hell? You know, they haven't scored 20 points all year.
Sure do.
20 points.
What was the game they won?
They won the first game, I think.
Nah, they beat the Jaguars.
Wasn't that? No, that was their second week.
Week 2, 18-13, they beat the Jaguars.
Holy smokes. Well, the Dolphins only beat them 15-10. No, that was the Patriots.
Nope. Dolphins.
They scored 21 against the Jags.
Yep. Jaguars lost yesterday 35-16. A lot of ass kickings yesterday.
Oh,
a lot of ass kickings yesterday.
I tell you what, that Washington Baltimore game,
that was a good game.
Was worth the watch.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Worth the watch.
That was a good game. But your finals yesterday, you had the Bears smoke the Jaguars 35-16 in London.
And it wasn't that close.
Jaguars dropped to 1-5. The Packers beat the Cardinals 34-13.
That was a little shocking. Cardinals have been feisty all year. And I mean, Jordan Love is the real deal.
Very inconsistent team, the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent team. The Colts, they beat the Titans 20-17. Will Levis took out a ball boy.
And Joe Flacco did Joe Flacco stuff. It's amazing. Like they ran this guy out of the league.
The Texans handled the Patriots 41-21, although Drake May, way better.
Look good.
Yeah, look good.
Look good. I mean, put it this way. His first start scored more points than anybody else that played the position this year.
What happened in the Bucs Saints game? Because I arrived at the arena yesterday and I was like, that was a close game.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay. I never seen so many points scored in a quarter and then in the first half. That was totals of some games. And then Baker Mayfield just lit him up.
Yeesh.
I mean, there's another guy. Got ran out of Dodge, bounced around, and then settled down. And, oh, look, he can play quarterback.
It can't feel good to be a Cleveland fan today. When you're seeing Baker do this and you're seeing what's going on with your football team, it can't feel good.
Put it this way. Here's how I would put it. Cleveland is responsible for running a 6-time Super Bowl champ out of town.
Yep.
They are responsible for getting rid of the last 2 quarterbacks that have won games. And they wonder why they're not winning. Joe Flacco, you can say what you want about him.
I don't think they ran Joe Flacco out of town. I don't,
I
mean, they literally flew him in. Wasn't he like their 3rd guy last year? They flew him in on coach.
Whatever. Like, you're not saying
you can count that.
Okay. And then what about Baker Mayfield?
No, that is your fault.
He played hurt and you held it against him.
Yeah, that's your fault. You deserve that.
I mean, but come on, man. Yikes.
That's bad karmatic energy.
I'm like, dude, let me tell you. There's 2 things now I nap to. Right? Golf and Cleveland Browns offense.
Yep.
It's like I got shot with that tranquilizer gun that got you.
I just feel bad for Myles Garrett. He has 2 broke feet and he leapt over the entire field goal unit to get you your only points.
Right.
Your only touchdown.
Right.
I feel terrible for that guy.
It's and I've mentioned this. I'm like, it happens a lot in sports where one side of your ball is dominant and all the other side of the ball has to do is be competent, and you spend 5 years trying to make the other side of the ball competent, and then the other side gets old. And we're watching it right before our eyes. That's what's happening.
Ravens have won 4 straight. They beat
look
the
good.
Commanders 30-23. You know what I thought yesterday? There was two things I thought yesterday. One, I can't believe the rest of the league let the Chiefs get the fastest receiver in the draft. And I can't believe the rest of the league let the Ravens get Derrick Henry.
Right. Exactly.
Like, what? If there was a whisper of it that said they're going to try and get who? No, we can't let that. We got to sign him just to keep him from him.
Well, and here's the other thing. Even more of a question is why Dallas didn't sign him with 0 run game.
Weird.
Right. So, but
well, they said they didn't have the money for him, which is like, what?
They have this thing in sports where as soon as one person says it, they all just follow suit. Right? So, Derrick Henry, he's around 30. We don't know, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Running downhill,
but
right down your throat.
For $6 million, right? Think about this. He would have made anywhere from $6 million to $10 million. You have an organization that is worth $4 or $5 billion, if not more. And you said
I'm all in.
He's all in.
No, he is not.
I'm all in.
You know what all in means? You know what all in means? All in means you get Derrick Henry instead of Ezekiel Elliott.
All in means losing 47-9 on your birthday.
I'm all in.
And it wasn't that close.
God, I'm so jealous of the Lions. They have what we had.
And they look like fun.
Oh, they're so much fun. They're throwing the fat guys. There's double reverses.
A reverse with a fat guy.
Oh, I miss it so much.
Well, in fairness to what's going on down here, you have health issues. It's not they don't want to be fun.
Well,
you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just calm down with that a little bit.
They did lose Aidan Hutchinson though. Broke his leg. Tibia.
Feels so bad.
So a lot of people are saying they're saying the Lions got to go poach somebody. Go get a Max Crosby. Go get a Micah Parsons.
Here's how bad it was. Here's when you know an injury is bad. I mean, really bad. He had surgery last night.
Oof.
So just imagine, when is the last time you heard where it wasn't an emergency surgery for an athlete that they didn't wait a couple of days? Oh, we're going to get an MRI. He had surgery the same day. So that lets me know it's pretty serious.
Man, they're fun. And you know what? You know what they did, Marcos, yesterday? So Jared Goff got his elusive game ball because Campbell only gives out 2 game balls. Solid. But then they pulled the okey doke, and Jared Goff he gave the game. He gave it to Campbell.
Oh,
and Campbell, he had those man tears.
Oh man!
Look, I love you, man. Let's go kick ass on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, it's pretty amazing how you have a guy right here that was down here that wanted to change the culture and the attitude in which the team did things, right? And he's doing it in Detroit, and they took their lumps. That first year was tough. And look at them now. And that looks sustainable, doesn't it? Because they're like,
why not? See no reason why not. They got everything. I mean, other than losing their star pass rusher, but that feels very much like they're at the point where they're going to, people like if you're them, you put a little chips to the table, you go poach one of these star pass rushers from a bad team. That's what San Francisco does every year.
Yep. Except who's it? Chase
Young.
Chase Young. He's still playing, but what? I think he's with New Orleans. No. He's with Washington. Wait, no. Yeah,
he was with San Francisco.
No,
I don't know where he's
been away from there. He's in New Orleans, I think.
Yeah, he's in New Orleans.
Yeah, like he's played for 5 different teams, and you go, I thought he was supposed to be like a stud. He reminds me of Tom. What's his name? The Russian. God, got drafted number 2 overall by Houston.
Mario Williams?
Jadeveon Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney. That doesn't begin with a T.
I know. Jadeveon Clowney was a guy who disrupted everything, but never made plays.
Jadeveon Clowney got drafted off of one play.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Like we all decided after he had that play.
But he
was
run,
over.
He did run like a 4.5, dude.
I understand, but we
Right.
that's the resume. He didn't even need to run if he didn't want to. We all saw the play in college that he got drafted off.
Right. But just saying that, like, there's guys who are physical specimen that can run, that can do a lot of things, but they don't really like. He's never had big sack numbers, right? But everybody wants him because he's a disruptor.
Speaking of a disruptor, Jim Harbaugh had a irregular heartbeat, still won.
So my question is, and then I'm just being ignorant here.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in the blue tent if you have a regular heartbeat?
Oh.
Like they can fix it in the blue tent,
I don't know, dude.
right? Like that seems a little.
I'm pretty sure Jim
Doesn't
Harbaugh
does that sound a little complicated?
if I'm Jim Harbaugh, I think Jim Harbaugh's like, I got this.
What do you think they hit him with a little defibrillator to get him back on track?
I don't know, dude.
Like,
I don't know.
Is there certain injuries the blue tent can't fix? All right, can we be clear on that?
Can we just like
He should have walked into the locker room and got some medical help.
his
Some
brother?
medical assistance. The blue tent. Hey, and wait, let me ask you another question,
Yeah,
just out of curiosity. Who diagnoses themselves with irregular heartbeat?
dude.
right.
His
Like, if
brother.
you came to me, hey, Frog Boy, I'm not coming in today. Why? Regular heartbeat.
But did you see yesterday? Like John left the press conference. Like John left his victory press conference because he was so worried about his brother.
Yes.
His brother's like, I'm good. I'm on the side. I got it. We're good.
Right. So I'm like,
We're good.
what-
A lot of people thought it was the bubble guts.
Yes. Until he went in the blue tent. Also, something you can't fix in the blue tent. Bubble guts.
They don't
But
gotta throw it in
I'm just
in
trying
there?
to figure out. This comes from 100% ignorance of not knowing. But I'm saying, if you have an irregular heartbeat, what fixes a regular heartbeat is getting it, calmed down or whatever. I'm not sure they don't have the medical devices in the blue tent to do that.
He got an IV and magnesium.
Oh, okay. All right. So there was.
He said he'd consult with his cardiologist on Monday.
Really. Good.
I'll get to it.
Can I just make some?
That man's football.
Can I just make some small, suggestions here? Hey, not for nothing. Your heart might not want to wait until Monday.
Got
Right?
the Broncos. Got to beat them. Broncos are rolling.
Oh my goodness. Now I did my college coach, he had like 2 quadruple bypasses. One while during we played Ohio State, and then we got back, quadruple bypass. He didn't even make it to the bowl game. Whew.
Oof.
Yeah, so I don't man, there's certain things.
I don't know, man.
Because I'll tell you what, like with my legs, right? I have my buddy Doc, right? We played like a month ago. He says, man, go get those checked right away. Right? Now this is from my friend. So I'm like, all right, I'll make an appointment. But I feel okay. Besides every now and then a little power outage in my legs. And he's like, what do you? He's like, he just how your friend looks at you, and how I look at you and just disgust at times. Like we were in the airport.
Yep.
like he looked at me like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, dude, it's like,
John, perhaps we should get you to the hospital.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Magnesium and IVs. I think the magnesium was more important.
I guess so.
I again, not a. I'm just
Kind of sounds like one of those
Hey.
things where he just took like a Tylenol and he goes, I'm
Hey.
good. You give him another Monday.
Hey, I'm bro science in this thing. So everybody just calm the bleep down. But I'm just like thinking, and that's something that probably needs immediate attention. Right?
I would think so.
Right.
But what needed immediate attention was beating the Broncos.
I guess.
Well, we'll take a break. More to come. Mike McDaniel. We missed the Dolphins. They are back this week against the Indianapolis Colts. Mike McDaniel speaking to the media, giving us some injury updates. We'll get to that coming up next.
On to a funeral just say they don't office. You better be talking about.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Should let you guys know we have a show ending early today because the Panthers play at 1 o'clock today. The Panthers play the Bruins today at 1 o'clock. Busy sports day, ladies and gentlemen. You got Panthers. You got both championship series going on in baseball. Last night, the Mets, they lost 9-0 to the Dodgers.
Did Shohei go deep?
He did not. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI. But I think the Dodgers have gone like 33 straight innings without giving up a run.
Bro, Jesus. Well,
That's good. Just to let everybody know. That's good.
How's my boy Tony doing?
Who?
You know.
What?
Anthony Rizzo.
Oh. Not playing. I think his arm is broken.
Probably
Is he in New York?
He plays for the Yankees, yeah, but his arm is broken. I said Birdie's playing first base for them.
probably watching the Browns game yesterday. Very upset.
Speaking of broken, by the way, the Lions, you mentioned their surgery.
Oh, man.
They had just put out a statement. Aidan Hutchinson underwent successful surgery to repair a fractured tibia and fibula at Baylor White Medical Center in Irving, Texas last night. He'll return to Detroit this week, expected to make a full recovery. No timeline for his return to play at this time.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the bad ones. You don't come back from.
It was
it takes a while.
Fracture. Does that mean Super Bowl run? He can pull like a Terrell Owens did.
No,
I saw some people.
He probably has some screws and a plate. And yeah, they had.
Some people were speculating if they made the Super Bowl, maybe, but come on, dude.
No chance.
Terrell Owens did it.
He did.
Okay, different injury.
Was it?
I don't even know what injury.
He had a
broken leg from a horse collar, right?
It was more of his ankle.
Ah.
Remember, they had to put the screws in. Yeah.
Whatever it was, I remember it being badass that he was even out there.
Yeah, because he suffered it on December 19th. So for him to be able to turn that around and be ready for the Super Bowl like 2 months later, that was crazy.
No, but again, different injury, dude, than a broken leg.
It was a fractured fibula and an ankle injury.
It
was a torn ligament in his ankle and a fractured fibula.
But it's just it's all in the same area.
Tough.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either way, that's tough.
7 weeks after the injury, he caught 9 passes for 122 yards in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
Mike,
and then he got on his quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Mike McDaniel, he's speaking to the media, and he says that Tua Tagovailoa met with experts last week. Continues to be positive. He's eligible to, of course, come back next week. And then says he does expect him to come back at some point this year. I don't know why ESPN, like I got notifications that says like Tua not playing this week. He's not allowed to play this week. And them's the rules.
Which is still annoying to me. You know this.
I understand, but the rules are the rules. And so like I saw like Jeremy Fowler tweet this out, and I got like notifications on my phone. Like this is like, yeah, we know he was not allowed to play. We know he's not allowed to play this week. And he also says that he's optimistic Bradley Chubb will return this season, but Bradley Chubb will not come off the IR practice window this week. He is eligible. River Craycraft is eligible. Isaiah Wynn is eligible, but none of those guys apparently are going to have their window open this week. So,
I'm sorry.
No,
the quote was this season.
Tua.
No, for Bradley Chubb.
Chubb. That he's optimistic he'll come back at some point this season.
That tells me that he's not close. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it's like,
here's what you have to figure. He got hurt in December, right?
Yes. Tore his ACL.
Yes.
Tore his ACL. So you're looking at 7-8 months now, maybe 9. Almost 9 months.
Yeah.
And he probably, if he's doing anything, he probably just started running or jogging. So the period of time in which, like, if they were to make him active right now, I don't know if he'd be ready to play in 21 days, even if he's healthy.
Yeah, it's
So
here's
that's kind of the conundrum. It's not, he's not only got to be healthy, but he's got to be healthy and go through the 21 days of practice and working out and, you know, and that whole stretch. So if you wait and work him hard on the side and then get a better idea of where he is, then you can open the 21 day and then he'd get back quicker because he's already done a lot of the stuff if you brought him back too early.
Yeah, the McDaniel quote is, I don't expect to see Bradley Chubb this week. As far as the weeks moving ahead, we'll see. When asked if he'll play again this year, quote, the way that he's attacked and come back from a serious injury, I'm optimistic that I will for sure, just because we haven't had any setbacks.
Two things. Let me hip you guys to a little something here.
Yep.
There's two things that are consistent with injuries. Quick healer, hard worker. He's attacking the workouts and whatever. And the other thing is the fact that he's beating science. Or I'd say beat science. You guys say that, right?
Oh, I mean, one guy did beat science. I mean, Jalen Phillips did beat science.
Okay.
You know, one guy ruined science for him was Jordan Poyer. Let's not lose sight of that. Like, he did beat science. It's just like you know, he got sucker punched.
Or how many times the coach says he ahead of schedule?
Mike McDaniel doesn't like timelines. He always says, I don't like timelines. He don't like timelines. But that was a big Adam Gase thing. He said that when I remember with Ryan Tannehill, he said, no one heals faster than I've seen this guy heal.
Until he got rehurt from not healing properly the first time.
That's right.
So I guess, no, he's pretty on par with everybody else, which is what I try to tell you guys.
Speaking of dumbass coaches, you see Sirianni fighting the Eagles fans yesterday?
Browns fans or Eagles
no,
fans? Was
Eagles
it
fans.
Oh no, he was fighting Eagles fans.
Here's the problem.
Oh my God.
Here's the only problem with that.
It's all gonna be yelling.
It's not the message, it's the messenger.
So crazy.
That being said, I always have a problem when fans complain about winning. Because every game is not going to be aesthetically pleasing. And so just win the game, right? But you're booing your team and you won the game. I don't care how bad it looked. I mean, okay. But you know what? At the end of the year, you're going to say, thank God we squeaked by those couple of wins or whatever. So, like, yeah. Now, that being said, everybody already wants to punch him in the face for reasons nobody can explain. It's just how he goes about stuff.
It's his essence.
Right. And so from that standpoint, you kind of have to be humble, a little more humble, simply because you already know you got a punchable face.
That's right.
So, yeah, although I get what he was saying, because I've said this to you. I've said it to you all the time. I understand fans. I don't get mad at them, right? I don't attack them for booing. But I've always said, what gives your team a better chance to turn it around? Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, but like
booing doesn't do it.
Yeah, but also you coach in Philadelphia. Like, aren't you hardened to it by now?
Again, I played in a place that slashed somebody's tires for catching a punt.
I would think this guy has armadillo skin at this point. Like, he just seems like he's gotten more mad as the weeks have gone by.
Are you familiar with people?
No, but like
nobody has skin like you expect somebody to have. And again, you're saying because he's a coach, he's supposed to have thick skin. I'm saying because he's Nick Sirianni, maybe he doesn't.
No, but I'm saying that when you are, 3-4 years into that job now, you're just like, I coach ingrates. I would just think at that point, you're just like, yeah.
You would. Some people are very sensitive. You're never going to change that. Damn. Right? Look around the world. Like, no matter what you say or do, they find it offensive. They can't let it go. They got to keep, yes, there's people like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he does have to look for a new job, and get a new suit for a new press conference.
Get that suit clean, baby.
You might want to get that suit clean, dude. And I see our boy Ara over at A&T Dry Cleaners. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. 40-plus years, owned and run, Leroy.
Yep, just give them a call at 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. They do alterations. They have a seamstress on site who can do same-day alterations. Please give them a call first. The prices vary, and the amount of time it takes to fix your clothes is it matters. So just give them a call first. Give a quote. They're gonna hook you up. They're gonna give you a great deal. But just look, let's be fair to Ara. Okay.
Of course, man. He's got a special deal for our audience out there. If you guys mention Tobin and Leroy when you go to A&T Dry Cleaners, you get 25% off your order. 25%. Just for mentioning us two show ponies, Ara's going to give you guys a great deal. If you got Halloween coming up, you want a costume, doesn't fit quite right because you did that online order, they can adjust that for you. You got some sports uniforms that need to be adjusted for the upcoming season, they got that for you. You lose a little weight, you need that adjusted, go check out A&T Dry Cleaners. Text or call Ara 954-610-9383. They serve all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach counties. And again, you mentioned Tobin and Leroy, 25% off your order. Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again.
This hour of Tobin
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Hurricanes back this week as well. You got a high noon kickoff against Louisville.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on Louisville.
You see everybody doing the smellephant all over the country, though. Yeah. I saw that Western Kentucky got a little jelly belly because all of a sudden the celebration is taking off. And I don't know what to do with this, Leroy, because, you know, if you have a celebration and somebody uses your celebration, but you make it more famous, but you gave credit to the artist, what are you supposed to do with that?
Can't be mad if other people use it.
Can't be mad if other people use it.
Correct.
But like they're mad. Western Kentucky is now getting a little salty that everyone is calling it the Cam Ward.
Oh, well, no, wait. So here's the problem, right? If you cover a song, you can't call it your song.
He's not calling it his song. He's already
other people are calling it because they never seen Western Kentucky. Well,
that's understandable.
That's kind of like the world we live in today. And let me tell you why. All these young kids hear the new music, they think those songs are original. I have to come in and say, hey, no, that's music from an old song. That's they sampling that, right?
But if you like it, you like it.
Again, if you like it, you like it. If he's giving the proper respects to Western Kentucky,
he did.
The artists of today don't do that.
You don't have to always attribute to be like, oh, by the way, everybody, this is the Hilltoppers. Because
he acknowledged it the first time.
First time he was like, I got it from a coach at Western Kentucky, blah, blah, blah. All right, we move on. But now they're all salty because it's like, oh, guys,
listen. Now you sounded like Vanilla Ice now. Dum. So you see what I'm saying? Look, he did give them their props, right? But I will also say this. This kind of has the same feel of the Eminem and Dido collaboration. Huh. The song Dido made the song. Yes, Dido made the song, and then Eminem that song kind of blew up.
Of course.
So that's kind of how he gave the proper credit. He put her in the credits. It's Eminem and Dido. It's not just Dido, right? So all you can do if you Cam Ward is give credit where credit is due.
Which he did.
Right?
But does he have to do it now every time? Because now all of a sudden Western Kentucky is coming for their credit.
He gave the proper acknowledgement of where he got it from. Right? And then you go from there.
Just because now the sports world is like, because no offense, Western Kentucky, but DU is just cooler than Western Kentucky. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
And especially with Cam Ward.
Well, because here's the other thing. You know, sometimes somebody can come in, hey, man, you mind if I use this thing you do? Yeah, go ahead. And then it blows up. And it's bigger than you would have ever imagined. You can't then go back and say, hey, give me my cut. We was cool. We were cool. I asked you, hey, you mind if I use this? Can I, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But I can understand the Hilltoppers having the problem. But
them's the breaks.
Nobody wouldn't even know who the Hilltoppers were if not for.
Exactly, dude. Do I want the first guy to ever make music, or do I want Michael Jackson? Dude, like I get it. You were there.
Was he the first one to ever moonwalk? Was there like some guy?
Exactly. Who cares who did it first? That guy did it. You know, Western Kentucky. You know, first of all, figure out why there's a western part of an eastern state. I can't deal with this. I've had enough of West Virginia, Western Kentucky, South Dakota. I'm sorry. Now I'm ranting.
Which is all fine. Like, I get it. But he already get.
It's not like he has done his requirements by giving the credit to where it's due. It is not Cam Ward's fault that he's a Heisman Trophy front runner. Oh, except for that running back that's running for 200 yards a game.
Did it again. I don't know if you saw.
What did he run for?
They got 180 this week or something like that.
Yeah, because you know what his more or less was on Prize Picks?
185.
183. And I'm like, there ain't no way in hell I'm picking a running back to run for 183 yards.
He had 217. I'm sorry.
Is that crazy?
He's good.
He got 1,300 yards already.
Yeah, they get so here's what happened. So Barstool, because Debo did it on Thursday night, then everybody was doing it. I think all of Oregon was doing the smellephant. We saw the Panthers fans are doing it. Like everybody's doing it. It's kind of like when everybody was doing the waddle. Right. But they Western Kentucky, they said the birth of Zombieland, and they put the picture August 27th, 2022, which I mean, you don't have a timestamp. Like you got, you're just putting that date. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
I'll take your word for it.
Wait. I have acknowledged all the parts to this as being truthful, from Cam's side to the Hilltopper side. I'm not gonna let you then all of a sudden try to. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. He's already given them acknowledgement.
He did.
Okay, so why are you questioning when they started doing it?
Don't get so salty about it.
Come on,
don't get so salty about it. Like, okay, it's enough. Look, it's fine. You guys maybe invented it, but you can't. If you came out with, hold on, just Western Kentucky, just think about what you're tweeting. Okay, you're so lame that you tweet something that owns yourself because you're acknowledging something you did 2 years ago is now just catching on. Because why? Because the mother bleeping best cornerback in the country is doing it, not you. I don't even know what a hilltopper is. But like, it's a self-own. You're like, we did this in August of 2022. Oh, and TikTok, now it's just catching up.
And hold on. I hate when you do this.
Sorry, but I'm just,
It is the first time they did it, as you read in the damn message.
Okay. But
you said the first time.
If they're saying they came up with it 2 years ago,
that's when they started it.
And Cam Ward was even doing it last year too at Washington State. But there's something about the U, baby. When the U is doing it, it's a trendsetter. Just like when they did the turnover chain, and then everybody had a trinket. Everybody had a toy for turnovers.
Except Florida State.
Turnover backpack. Turnover backpack. Turnover backpack.
Back. But they don't have to worry about that too much this year.
But do you see how silly this is?
It's not. Listen.
Use your credit.
Hey. Everybody got their proper amount of credit, right? Cam acknowledged where he got it from, right? No questions, no arguments.
Bum.
Now everybody else is doing it, and so they're not crediting the Hilltoppers, and that's what they say. Hey, let's not forget where this started.
Okay.
So everybody's good. Tobin, everybody can fight they side and say they're good, and they're good. It's okay. It don't have to be a problem that the Hilltoppers are coming out. It don't have to be a problem that, Cam acknowledged where he got it from. It don't have to be a problem that everybody else is doing it. You should be glad that you have a celebration that everybody in the country is doing. That's it.
When it was back in the, like when Connor McGregor started doing the McGregor strut, the Billy strut, and everybody's like, oh, he's doing the Connor McGregor, even though Connor McGregor stole it from Vince McMahon, who stole it from a wrestler back in the territories. Doesn't matter. Whoever's the most famous right now, making it a thing again, makes it the thing.
Okay, right. But you still know the origins of it.
No, not really. Most people just know it's the Conor McGregor.
Maybe Conor McGregor was doing that because he's like, I'm a clown show just like WWE.
I don't know why he was doing it, but it was cool. Objectively, everybody loves the McGregor the McGregor walk.
I mean, when Vince McMahon did it, you knew he was serious.
By the way, he's never fighting again. Just to be clear. I saw him this weekend. Saw him this weekend in Spain. He's never fighting again.
Huh? Why? Did he look out of shape, or was he
looks like Spanish cocaine?
Okay. All right. Well, there's that.
We weighed like 2 bills.
It just looks like he is just partying way too hard to ever fight.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't even think you should. Just live your life.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about you though. Is that too much?
Oh, you're gonna hear about him.
I know.
My goodness. Whoa. There will not be a time
Yeah.
that you won't hear about Conor McGregor.
I just want him to go away, dude.
Because every time you talk about MMA, somebody says, "What's Conor doing?" Right? It just comes up.
He assaulted my mascot. I don't want to deal with this.
I would love to get man in the Bernie suit, just with if we could just black out silhouette and just be like, and then he hit me, and I saw Tweety Birds, and he sprayed me with this disgusting spray.
Hey, dude, but the problem is mascots don't talk.
I know, that's why we gotta hide them.
If you put a bird silhouette, it's
not a bird.
It's like,
he's not a bird.
We know it's you.
Fire, right? He's just like
he's a flame with a basketball nose. Everybody knows.
Okay. He was like,
looks a little birdish.
It's not a bird.
We know it's you.
Take a break. Back after this.
Text WQAM on the
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to headlines here. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Doing good. You're here early today.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
Hour early since we're ending an hour early.
Oh, okay. Well, so technically, couldn't you always be at this time though? Like,
No.
okay, just for
No.
clarity's sake,
No.
just to be clear, we are ending at 1 today. Everybody, the Panthers are in action today, 1 o'clock against the Boston Bruins. A couple of notes from this: we have a 1 o'clock puck drop. You will be able to hear that on 560 WQAM. Matthew Tkachuk is out again. He missed the last game with an illness. Paul Maurice telling reporters a few minutes ago that he is going to be out at least a week, it seems like, with this illness. We did get an update on Barkey. Barkey is going to be around 2 to 3 weeks with his lower body injury. So that is the update. So the Panthers are going to be without 2 of their stars today against the Boston Bruins, which inevitably, look, if the Panthers aren't able to win, they did not look good against Buffalo on Saturday. They had Spencer Knight in goal, and inevitably, look, you see, you're so tough, Tkachuk. You're up, Tkachuk. You wouldn't come up here for Boston? Listen, I'm sorry he's not able to hear you with that ringing in his ear, but trust me when I tell you, Boston, you'll get yours again when it comes down to it. And what I would say today is, don't lose with no Tkachuk and Barkov out there. That's what I would say. That's what I would say in your precious little afternoon hockey game. Don't lose with the 2 stars out today. That would be what that would be the message that has to come here from Florida. So it's fine. Panthers have lost their last couple, but you know they've been a little bit shorthanded. It was not a great performance this past Saturday. Then they'll try and get it right. Bob is in net though. He is back playing between the pipes today against Boston. So we'll see if the Cats can go get this one done. Again, it's a 1 o'clock puck drop from the TD Garden, and we will have that coverage for you here later on today in a busy Panthers week. They'll be back at it right again tomorrow, and then they are back home against Vancouver in Vegas. So we have that to get to. Meanwhile, Tua Tagovailoa, Mike McDaniel telling reporters that positive news from the meeting with the experts. He's not putting a timeline on anything because he hates timelines, but he is also not ruling out possibly coming and practicing next week when he is eligible. He still has to miss 1 more game. The Dolphins will return to action on Sunday on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts getting a win over the Tennessee Titans. It will be interesting. This is going to be a game where it appears like Anthony Richardson is going to return. There was some thought that he might return this past week. They did go with Joe Flacco out there. I don't know who you're more scared of, Marcos, because I know you love a mobile quarterback. But, Anthony Richardson can be a little willy-nilly. He's a little bit raw. Joe Flacco, savvy veteran. So would you prefer to face Joe Flacco, or would you prefer to face Anthony Richardson if you are, if you're just you, but if you're the Miami Dolphins as well?
I'm trying to quickly go through the quarterbacks we faced already to determine, is this possibly the best quarterbacks we've gone against? Trevor Lawrence, obviously not good. We just got done with the Patriots. Jacoby Brissett, I believe. No,
I mean, Josh Allen's the best quarterback they faced.
Josh Allen, yes, for sure. Yeah, Josh Allen easily. I that game was so bad I kind of removed it from my memory bank. But
yeah,
I say
they've gone Josh Allen, Geno.
Okay.
Mason
Geno.
Rudolph.
Oh God. Yeah, see.
And Jacoby Brissett. So yeah, I can't rule that out, what you're saying.
Yeah, so I say all that to say we haven't necessarily looked great against other quarterbacks. So I'm scared for either reason. If I'm being honest, as much as I like mobility with a hip injury, I think I'll take the Anthony Richardson road if I had to, just because I don't think he's going to be as mobile, and he has a great arm, but he'll make some crazy throws.
Yeah, he's got a chooch on him, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They got to watch out for that. So Dolphins will be back in action. We got Monday Night Football tonight, and that will be, of course, a little hate watching, a nice little petty Monday for everybody here. Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills at 8:15. And I don't know where you're leaning on this one, J-Fig, with hate watching. Are you rooting for the Bills or the Jets?
That's very difficult for me to even answer.
Yeah, like who do you hate more? It's really
Who do
rough.
I hate more? I mean, I think I'd probably root for the Jets, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We know Leroy's rooting against the Jets. Not even a question. He hates Aaron Rodgers.
He hates Aaron Rodgers.
He hates Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely hates.
Froggy, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the Jets because they're green?
No, you did bring up a good point last week. I thought it was obvious. You want the Bills to lose. They're the better team. You want them to have the worst record. But you
Exactly.
did also,
That's why I want the Jets.
You know, you also said you didn't want the Jets to win, though, because following the firing of their head coach, you don't want any vindication that could potentially lead to like a streak or just Aaron Rodgers being happy for any reason. So I'm torn, but I think I'd still, because of this whole concussion fiasco, I want Josh Allen to go and fall flat on his face on national television.
That seems like bad. That seems like bad karma. What you're doing there?
No, dude,
it's not very nice.
It is. I think it's bad karma. What you're wishing for there.
Well, apparently, it was this.
You're a bad person.
You're entering mush territory, by the way.
Apparently, it was just his ankle. So we'll see. We'll see, buddy. It's bad karmatic energy.
I think I am rooting for the Bills tonight. I want the Jets to continue their circus. I feel like if the Jets lose tonight, all hell breaks loose. The Bills, nothing's gonna happen if they lose. And the Dolphins have the Bills in a couple weeks anyway. They got to go take care of their own business. They got to be their own bully. They got two Jets games in hand that that maybe they'll be healthier and they'll have a better shot at later on in the year. I feel like you always have to balance the fragility of the season. And to me, I know the Bills haven't looked great, and so I guess there's a little bit of that, but the Bills always go through this. Like the Bills have been through so many slumps, ups and downs. Take the division from them or doesn't matter. They're going to go and the obstacles don't matter to them. The Jets, if the Jets lose today,
more entertaining for that dumpster fire, right?
It's going to be hot. And then what we'll hear on Tuesday is he'll be a little bad parent, Kieran. No worries. Punting. Rat McAfee.
So I know you guys realize I was late. So
you were?
Yeah. The last segment, where I'm having the surgery, called me.
Okay.
And say, please return the call. I'm like, okay, I'll call during the break. Right? The lady asked me 700 questions. I'm like, you have all the information right there in front of you. I'm just confirming. Like, really? And I said, ma'am, yeah, I do a radio show and I thought I could call you during the break. Her reply, probably should have called that a later time when you had more time. I'm like, your message said real quick.
She did say real quick.
Right.
Dade
So
South
I'm like, oh my God.
Dade South says Tobin is the Simone Biles of mental gymnastics. What does that even
Yep.
mean? What did I
That
mental
means
gymnastics?
that means you're a gold medalist. That's what it means.
I don't know what that means. I feel like I was.
So here's the deal. It's no dumpster fire if the Bills lose.
Right.
But the entertainment,
Woo!
if the Jets lose, and I don't mean just lose. I mean, you know what? I want him to lose so bad Robert Saleh could say, see, you thought it was me.
Right. Exactly.
That would, woo, goodness.
Exactly. That's
but
what
here's
I'm.
the deal. You think that Aaron Rodgers feels more pressure on him because everybody thinks he's the reason the coach got fired? Because they kind of back him up a little bit by demoting his guy.
Yeah, I feel like that was a cover up.
Right.
I feel like it was like, hey, Aaron, we got to make this look good. Still got to demote Nat Hackett. Still got to do it. Sorry.
I mean, so, and another guy's calling plays. And here's what I don't get.
Todd Downing.
He said one of the reasons why he came to the Jets was because Hackett was there. Why? So then, why does he show all of that support for the new guy?
Because he's a phony.
All right. So I'm just, listen,
All that?
Yeah.
That's Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, wait. Somebody just put that back up. We got to, if the Jets win, it'll be a 3-way tie for first place. Okay. So I thought he was a Jets fan, but he's actually a Dolphins fan.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. I think you guys should know this from last year. First place means nothing in October.
Wait a minute. No, I am not going to let you. No.
What?
No.
What?
Because
how are you going to?
No.
We agree with each other. We agree with each other. Now you're going to disagree with me.
Let me explain something to you. Frog boy, there you go. You bobbing and weaving like you in a boxing match. Let me tell you why. What did this man say week 2 was?
Oh, was that a don't lose or
statement game?
Statement game, maybe.
And I said, my exact words were, how the hell you have a statement game 2 weeks into the season and you got 3 months left?
That's not the same thing.
It is
not the same thing.
Oh my goodness. See,
sometimes I wish I did a show with a grown-up. Guy, like he doesn't get like
what
he thinks things are the same.
So then you can see there's more grown-ups in the world than me.
That's what you think things are the same. Like you think you have me boxed in, and you don't. Like you're not even close.
I'm just saying you're all over the place with this. You're all over the place.
I'm not all over the place.
Silly. First place doesn't matter, and neither does a loss the second week of the season, which was my point. September.
No.
Yep. That's why he has the gold medal. That's right. I'm telling you.
Leroy, they hadn't beat the Bills in 7 straight matchups.
So what? So what?
You can't go from different opponents. Like you can't.
It has nothing to do with.
You can't disagree that different opponents don't matter. You can't.
Not the second
That's a
week of the
stupid thing
season.
to say.
Not the second week of the season. Not the second week of the season.
Not
the second week of the season,
dude. You are serving bottles of hogwash right now. That's what you are. Hogwash. That's what you're serving right now. A bunch of hogwash.
I thought it was Hogwarts.
That's where Harry Potter.
No, that's Harry Potter's land. No.
Oh, okay.
Hogwash. That's what you're dealing, dude.
Hogwash. Nothing says I'm a redneck like hogwash.
It's a Monday rewind.
Them words are familiar in the hood.
Brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks? You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. We'll mix things up coming up next, dude. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQA. Hey, Leroy, can I get a weather update from the Desmond and Dover law firm?
Yes.
YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-9.
Yes. Guess what I see?
What do you see, dude?
The sun.
Wow.
Blue skies. Now, we still got another low pressure down here somewhere from what I've been told. So expect a little more rain in the next couple of days. But right now, it feels a little bit cooler, right? Kind of refreshing. You don't go out there, not all, your hair sticking to your face.
Yep.
For those who have hair, the humidity and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
A little bit cooler, not as breezy. I'm guessing it maybe just a little bit over 80 degrees. Nice little breeze coming out of the northeast.
The north.
Yep. At about 5-10 miles an hour. Other than that, I got up this morning to go get some blood work. It was quite pleasant.
It was pleasant.
It was pleasant.
Speaking of hair, by the way, Leroy. Huh? Can I just tell you, speaking of hair, saw this Pelle Larsson yesterday up close.
Oh my God. What are you?
What do you mean? You saw him up close during media day.
Right.
I know, but I got another look at it because it was like he had a post basketball lather to him yesterday, J Fig. And let me just say,
that's better than when we saw.
Oh yeah. Just something about
we
him.
had makeup basketball player.
Nah,
like hair done.
They wear makeup? What?
No, I'm just saying.
I would venture to say
up for pictures and stuff.
I would say, like we've said before, Gabe Vincent, handsome. And I would say Pelle Larsson, also in the category of handsome, dude. But let me also just say, he may be teetering towards dreamy.
Oh.
I mean,
like more dreamier than when you guys interviewed Zach Sealer?
Yeah, I think so.
And questioned everything?
Because Zach Sealer's sneaky handsome.
Tobin said Sealer made him question his manhood.
Wasn't that you who said that actually?
Huh?
That was you.
That was
you. That was. But like,
hey, I'm okay with saying the man is good looking. I'm not going to the extreme.
Look at this guy. Come on.
Whoa. Okay.
Look at him.
Chill.
Wow.
He looks like a rugrat.
Those cheekbones. My goodness.
The face structure got you.
If he's not careful, there's going to be a lot of Swedish babies walking around Miami in a few years.
Oh, I forgot. I got to get to next time I come in. I'll probably come in tomorrow. I'm gonna bring you some Swisher Sweets.
Schmeathan says he looks like a member of One Direction.
Yeah,
a boy band look for sure.
Except he's a foot taller than any of them.
Wow,
literally.
Yeah.
Let's mix it on up, dude. Huh? What do we got here, Frog Boy?
All righty then.
The mixed bag is brought to you by Pelle Larsson's Good Looks.
As you guys saw at 1 a.m. Friday, may or may not have put in a 13-leg parlay that was done by about 11 a.m.
Wait, I was more concerned.
You deserved no response for that.
Wait,
Fair.
I was more concerned with the story that came out around midnight of your situation.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what?
Crab dip. Gross.
wait.
You need to explain later on what happened because that was great.
I was forgot about that.
I'm like, you can't
she
feed
like
Frog Boy crab.
Did she like tickle your chin?
No, it was kind of like an airplane though. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, sure. I'll have some of your pita bread. Well, I was like, oh, where's this exactly?
Oh, so you accepted it?
Oh, I mean, it was either that or have it like on my face at that point.
Customer's always right, you know?
Yeah, sure.
A lot of weird stuff happens there. I'm not gonna lie.
I bobbed and weave as much as I could, but I didn't want to dip in my eye.
You're not allergic to it. You just
So
think
you
it's
ate the
disgusting.
shrimp and then you.
Oh, it was crab dip. I thought it was like cheese or something, which I thought was like weird, like nacho. I didn't even know that we sold like nacho cheese. It was just weird. I thought the whole thing was just weird.
Wait.
What
You
would
just
you
let
do
it.
if it
You
wasn't
just
even
let
on
her
the
land.
menu?
You just let her land the crab in your mouth, and you didn't even know that you sold it.
Well, I guess now initially what J-Fake's saying, if we don't sell nacho cheese and she brought that nacho cheese herself, probably that would have been even weirder.
That is true.
She reached into her bag. She
But it was like,
pulled out a hard candy and some cheese dip.
I mean, was she just like, did you make her laugh so much that she just felt the need to give you a gift?
Some people like the DJ. Like if I play music, they'll just walk by and be like, "Oh, DJ." They want to be cool with the DJ, and I'm like, "Dude,
espresso."
it's a Spotify playlist he told me to play. Please."
One day I was praised for being the DJ.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I
Did
was
anybody
fired.
feed you crab dip?
No, they fed me $5.
Oh, better.
I would have preferred that. I would have.
I was like, thank you.
What do you got in the mixed bag today, DJ Frog?
Something as weird as my interaction at the Improv this weekend was Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni's interaction with some fans that I thought initially he was talking to the Browns fans. You guys informed me he was talking to fellow Eagles fans. This is the coach on the interaction he had.
Just excited to get the win. Just excited to get the win. Yeah. It's hard to win in this league, so we're excited to get the win. Our fans created a couple false starts that really helped us win this football game. But just excited to get the win and appreciate the link support.
Phony,
dude.
Interesting. I saw a lot of people ripping him because he brought his kids up to the podium as meat shields.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Now all of a sudden they care in Philly?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We're like, come on. You can bring whoever you want up here.
Doesn't matter if you're a toddler. It doesn't matter if you're an old person.
Right.
Philly will boo you.
Be Chris Kringle.
Dude, didn't they boo Michael Irving and he like
No, they cheered him.
cheered
his
him.
neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy. What else you got in the mixed bag? Except for that phony.
got another phony, unfortunately.
All right, we'll have to deal with it.
This guy costed me my parlay. I thought 100% for sure, as many times as Jacksonville has been to London, that they would take it as a home game, dude. That this would be easy peasy. But of course, Caleb Williams and the Bears,
he's good.
They had their way with the Jags, unfortunately. The whole team is actually pretty good. The defense is good.
Yeah.
They got some solid pieces there.
Maybe the new strategy is just keep drafting rookie quarterbacks that are good instead of paying $200 million to people who aren't Patrick Mahomes.
That makes sense, actually.
Like once the contract's coming up, be like, hey, let's just draft another quarterback here in the first round. Everyone's going to be happy, you know, because there's nothing like having the young quarterback you didn't pay a lot of money to.
Right.
But once he's $200 million, boom.
I mean, or you could just do what Atlanta did.
Yeah, have them both.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that. See, here's the problem. I think some of these kids can come in and play right away. Some of them need development because, and you should be able to know the ones that need development, the ones that show up just senior year and all of a sudden shoot up the chart and become first rounders that you never considered being a first rounder before that. They may need some development. They just had a good year. And if you don't give them that development, then they end up being playing too early. And then you don't benefit from drafting those guys.
What Trevor Lawrence or what did some Jacksonville loser have to say there, Froggy?
The Jags are actually gonna be in London for another week.
They staying there?
They're staying there for sure. Which we all know that flight back from London.
That's the death sentence.
That's a death sentence for sure. Will Doug Peterson be able to survive another week because of avoiding that flight?
This is his first year, right?
No.
Doug,
third year.
Yeah.
Third year.
Yeah, I think he came in with Trevor Lawrence.
No, Urban Meyer did.
Oh, that's right.
It's like we forgot about Urban Meyer.
Oh yeah,
that's when everybody thought that back in the day, Urban Meyer was ruining Trevor Lawrence. Would have been the other way around.
So my thing is that I think he's fine throughout this year, right? Because Jacksonville's one of those places where, like, you've been relevant for the last couple of years. You're having a bad year. You can't just
like who's gonna be mad at you? Tony Baselli?
Right. You can't just blow it up after one bad year. That's what bad organizations do.
Even today, like, did they get any run on First Take or Jet Up? No, it was all Cowboys and Eagles.
Right.
But all right, what do you got here, Froggy? Sorry,
is the team still playing for Doug Peterson? Is the question being answered?
Yeah, that's our head coach, and we're a team. And look, this is tough. Losing is hard, but it has nothing to do with that relationship, how we feel about coach, and we're a group. We're staying together, and we know brighter days are ahead. We just have to keep working. We have to keep putting our best foot forward, and we just got to stick together as a team. We got to play more complementary. We're not playing good team football right now. So whatever the answer to that is, we got to find it quick. But there's no thought of that on my mind.
Throw it to your team and not to the other team. That's a good start.
I will say he did. His receivers let him down bad yesterday. I mean, he had a lot of touchdown drops. That being said, listen, he's got plenty of bum behavior himself. But I'd like to point out, anytime an answer starts with you mentioning the job of the person you're defending, that is called the Brian Flores. And that is anything then thereafter where you say, so is the team still playing for Doug Peterson? Doug Peterson's the head coach. Who is our quarterback? Anything then thereafter, I don't find sincere.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you're saying it out of obligation.
Wow.
Anyway, give us one more here, Marcos.
Calvin Ridley yesterday. Pretty upset. Not sure if you saw this post game. Definitely got spicy as a wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans. Was upset with the lack of targets he got early on in the game. This is Ridley following the.
I had targets in what part of the game I had targets?
Fourth quarter, a lot of them.
All right, then. So I need some in the beginning of the game too. Then getting crazy for me. So I'm just, it is what it is. But I suck today. I got to be better. But I got to get the ball a little early in the game so I can be in the game and here with the team so I can play well also.
I would also like to say that you have a quarterback who has a propensity to throw it to the other team. So maybe he was trying to throw it to you, but somebody else caught it.
Yeah, he led the team in targets.
Yeah, but they all came in the second half.
0 catches.
Isn't that crazy? So when he complained, that means the quarterback just started forcing it to him, which is bad offense also. I think, as players, and here's what I hate about this. As players, like, they're going to go to Calvin Ridley and ask Calvin Ridley what the problem is. You know what the problem is. The quarterback ain't ready yet. The quarterback ain't making sound decisions yet. The quarterback is not throwing it to the right guy yet, right? All these things are developed over time by the quarterback if he ever gets it. So for them to go to the receiver, which is the third part of that completion, as far as the pass protection, the quarterback throwing it, and then the receiver catching it, to go to the last guy and ask him what's going wrong, you just ask him for trouble.
Well, that team sucks.
Oh yeah. Now and
they did beat the Dolphins.
Let me refrain.
It's their only win.
Who?
Titans.
But let me refrain from saying anything about teams suck.
Yeah.
The only reason why Jacksonville got the number 1 pick is because Cleveland beat them.
Oof. Oof. We'll take a break. Leroy will hand out his game balls and game bums next. This guy's a ball. Oh, let's gather around the locker room, everybody, as Leroy Horde is going to hand out his game balls and game bombs. Reminder, we only go till 1 today because we got Panthers hockey coming on up. Panthers and Bruins. So, what do we got, Leroy?
Normally, I might dabble outside the sports because, I dabble. But it's all about football this week. And,
well, I mean, it was Heat preseason.
Are you done?
What? Had a good time.
Only message I wanted from you was free pizza, and you couldn't even get the day right.
I did get the day right. I
No,
said
you
free
didn't.
What do you mean?
It's the next day.
Okay, but now you know it's in your pocket. You could get 50% Papa John's today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my game ball probably is, what I watched yesterday between Washington and Baltimore was fun, exciting. You were always on the edge of your seat because you knew at any point in time one of these quarterbacks could explode.
Jealous.
Right? So my game ball goes to them. What a good football game with 2 exciting players. Conversely, my game ball. Let me see something. I have a receipt from last week of one quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys who said, "We ain't losing another home game."
Oh, no, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did. Old Dak.
No,
Old Dak said,
he didn't say
"We ain't
that.
losing no more home games."
Oh, no.
Now, put my receipt back. You didn't lose, Dak. You got your ass kicked.
Annihilated.
Annihilated.
Blowed out.
Blowed out. So
On
I would
Jerry's
just
birthday.
say, I appreciate you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but at some point you got to keep it real. Stop putting tickets out there.
Who is having a worse time right now after spending all that money? Stephen Ross or Jerry Jones?
I would say no, not Stephen Ross. It's just a health thing. What about Cleveland?
It doesn't matter. I mean,
Haslam.
like, he still paid.
What about Haslam? 230 guaranteed for you ain't scored 20 points all year?
He's more battle tested. He's battle tested of disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Scarred.
Well, keep in mind, he got rid of a quarterback that's winning.
Oof.
Yeah. So it kind of a double. I would say it always seems like Jerry Jones may be upset or be mad or be angry at the situation, but he knows that he mostly is the reason why, and he just deal with it, right? Whereas Stephen Ross, the people are telling him, all we got to do is this, this, and this. He's seen some positive return, so he went all in, and nobody's playing. And some of the guys that they chose not to pay are balling out.
I wonder if Stephen Ross went to Chris Greer at any point this offseason and he's like, "You feel good about this offensive line? Like, you think we should invest a little bit more?" And he goes, "Stephen, let the football people do the football stuff.
Hey.
Respectfully, sir."
Hey,
You sound like
if
a
Liam
reporter.
Eichenberg walked up to Stephen Ross and said hi, you think Stephen Ross would know who he was?
I think he would probably be like, "Where's your cardboard sign, you bum?"
No. Like, he knows Tyreek and Tua and Waddle.
The owner doesn't know everybody?
No. Why?
That's Eichenberg, sir. Oof.
Why? You think let's keep it real. You think David Field goes to a radio station and knows everybody who works at that station? all over the country?
Nah, but I feel like that's a little different. I feel like it's a
Why?
little different. Well, one, we're on radio. Like, we're not on television all the time. We're not making plays. But, like, if you were, Eichenberg has been a starter for 3 years.
He's also an offensive lineman.
You don't think he has any idea what Eichenberg looks like after 3 years?
I don't.
4 years?
I don't.
Oof. Looks like Mr. Incredible.
Oh, he got big old upper body, little bitty legs. we call that the white man at the gym. No, nothing but curls and bench. Curls and bench. No legs. Skipping leg day to day, baby.
My guy does look like Mr. Incredible. Like
he does look like Mr. Incredible.
It's like,
I think they call him Mr. Incredible. I think Jay the Waddle has referred to him as Mr. Incredible.
Oh.
I tell you what, in college, sneaky handsome. The pros, well, they have not been kind to him.
The years can catch up to the intangibles.
Yeah, he went from like 28 to 42 very quickly based off of these pictures.
He's only been, what, 4 years?
The pros have been rough. Sneaky handsome as a college kid, though.
There's only 2 ways to go as an intangible. You're either going to be a silver fox or you're going to look like rotten mayonnaise.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait a minute. So you either saying this?
Are you saying that's what he looks like right now?
Pat Riley or a prune?
Exactly. Yeah, you either look like Pat Riley or Lou Holtz. That's it.
That's Liam Eichenberg?
Sirianni looks handsome. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was him in college.
Yeah, that trust me. That
Show the NFL picture.
Oof, this is rough. It looks like he's balding his hair.
Oh yeah. You could already tell that it's he's got an island going up there now.
He's got some helmet hair going on.
It's the helmet.
Not looking good for old Liam.
Put the picture up.
He looked like
He doesn't have it. He's stalling.
He looked like his name was Liam in college.
Sometimes Leroy thinks that magic happens, and that's how you get the picture.
Well, I would just think that you went down a path that you had the pictures ready. Sorry.
He's trying.
I know.
Do my best. This is NFL Liam.
Oh my God, what happened?
Ali, not the same.
Nah, not the
What
same.
happened? Wow.
Wow.
Although he kind of looks like he could be the Detroit Lions head coach in a few years.
Yeah.
On that trajectory for sure.
But look, his arms don't match his chest. Like, look how little his chest and torso look, and look how big and long his arms are.
I don't know.
He's
trying to figure
he's
it
losing
all
his
out.
hair. He's losing his hair. He went beard.
He was chiseled. He had a very chiseled jaw.
Great
right here.
jawline, yeah.
Well, that means he probably put on 25 pounds because he was too light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very well. Face rounded out a little bit.
We'll take a break here on the show. Final hour coming on up as the Panthers get going at 1 o'clock. We'll get you caught up with your headlines. Mike McDaniel giving us some updates on the health of his team. Back with more after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. WQAM is supporting Neighbors for Neighbors and their Hurricane Milton relief effort. If you guys like to donate some goods, including tarps, generators, yard waste bags, canned goods, please drop them off at Global Empowerment Mission Headquarters in Doral. For more info on how you can help, go to WQAM.com. And thank you for your support.
That's old school Usher. Right there. Was that his first hit?
Maybe that one or Confessions. I don't know which one came.
No,
first.
it was the fast one first.
New school Usher just appears to just be troublemaking.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Seems like he's line stepping at these shows.
Yeah, you better not. Don't sit in the front row at an Usher show.
Too cutesy. Let's get to headlines here, brought to us by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory, like the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, doing a lot early, Roy. The great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Very selfish. Monday Night Football, the Jets host the Bills at 8:15. We have determined we are rooting for Jets chaos tonight.
Yep.
You got game 2 of the NLCS this afternoon from LA. Dodgers took a 1-0 series lead yesterday, 9-0. That is first pitch at 4:08.
I have realized in baseball, you can't win if you don't score.
That's true.
And then 30 innings?
33 innings.
33 innings.
Not the same series. It goes back to the NLDS. But yes, they've been their pitching staff's been rolling.
Right.
ALCS gets going tonight. Yankees, Guardians. So Cleveland has that going for them.
Yeah. That's it.
7:38 is your first pitch. That's on TBS. Those looking forward tonight. Fox for the NLCS, TBS for the ALCS. And of course, our Panthers, they play at 1:00 today. So we have a shortened show. Doug Plagans will have your call from TD Garden. He has already tweeted from that hellhole that is Boston, but also the Panthers house, kind of. It's kind of the Panthers house.
What is today a national holiday?
Yes, it is canceled Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay.
But I don't know if Boston, I think they may still celebrate Columbus Day, or is it Indigenous Peoples Days? Whatever it is, that's the reason for the early game.
Okay.
A lot of people have
Well,
off.
Right. Okay. Because I asked you the other day and you go, I don't know, man.
I didn't know, but now I know. But I don't like today. My kids are off, but they aren't calling it a holiday because my wife has to work. It's a professional development day. So I think they're kind of like wink, wink celebrating Columbus Day to give them the day off, but it's not Columbus Day. It's not. And I don't know if everybody still acknowledges Indigenous Peoples Day. Not every state does. So that's but that is why it's the early game.
Okay.
So Panthers will be shorthanded. No Barkey. He is out 2 to 3 weeks, according to Paul Maurice. Matthew Tkachuk is also going to miss a week with an illness.
Jeez.
So I don't know what's going on there, but he is out. Bob is back in net tonight after Spencer Knight had some struggles in his season debut on Saturday.
It's early.
Cats got a busy week. They're back at it tomorrow against Columbus, Vancouver. They'll be back home finally on Thursday. Vegas on Saturday at 6. And then Minnesota for the wrapping up of their homestand. If you guys missed it in boxing this weekend, Artur Beterbiev, controversial decision win over Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight title.
You lied to me, dude.
What did I do?
You said he was a knockout machine.
I thought he was going to get him in the 8th round, dude. I really did.
Me too.
I thought he was going to put away. Bivol, Russian, tough.
Woo, tough.
I mean, they're both Russian, but tough.
Yeah. What'd you think? Because I saw it with no volume. So I watched the whole fight and I'm like, this looks pretty close.
It was. I thought it was a very close fight. I actually didn't have a problem with the scorecard that had it a draw. I think Bivol probably edged it out because he got out to such an early lead.
That's the thing, though. Usually fights that get out to early leads and then like the other guy makes a mad dash and starts connecting, that guy gets more credit than the guy did the first couple of rounds.
Yes, agreed. And I think that's what everybody had a bit of a problem with. And then the other thing is a lot of people were like, well, he didn't hit him clean. But like if you look, Beterbiev hit so hard that like even if he hits you with your glove up, the punches are hitting your glove and he's still getting marked up.
Call that the old Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so he looks bad. He looks bad, even though they're not necessarily clean shots. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with him winning the fight. I think what they had an issue with, there was one scorecard that had it 8-4 for Beterbiev. And that was too wide. Like the most, I think it was such a close fight. Everybody says either have it 7-5 either way or have it 6-6.
Right.
You know, having it 8-4 one way just seemed a little bit too lopsided. Left a sour taste in everybody's mouth. Okay. That being said, they'll do a rematch, make $1 gazillion, and now Canelo doesn't have to fight either one of them. He can go fight Terrence Crawford. Let's go, baby.
So was it a good fight though?
Really good fight. Very good. I mean, I would say it was a good fight. It was not a classic, but it was very competitive. I definitely would like to see 12 more rounds of it to see them maybe get a more definitive answer. I think people put it right where they said, reminded them a little bit of Andre Ward Kovalev 1, where Kovalev got off to such a big lead, and then it ends up with Ward getting the nod there at the end, and everybody was like, that's bull crap. And then Ward had to go, of course, in the rematch, go and annihilate Sergey Kovalev. But even Andre Ward thought that Dmitry Bivol should have won the fight.
Okay.
So,
but that's tough, especially coming from a guy that fought in a fight like that. Right,
he did,
similar. Right.
But he's also, he's more of a tactician. I think when everybody looks at Andre Ward, one of the things is he's such a technical boxer, and he was so clean that, I think he always gets annoyed when people don't give the credit to the skills of Bivol. And I think Bivol was so slick with some of his counter punches and things like that, it just felt, I think a lot of the pure boxers felt like the judges were too dumb to see what Bivol was doing. So I think that's why they get annoyed. But I didn't have a problem with it.
No.
Dade Stop says Andre Ward. That's the point.
Point for
take a break.
Witcher.
Back after this.
This hour
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. A couple more segments for you. We end early today, 1 p.m., because you got Panthers and Bruins coming on up. Doug Blagans with the call from Beantown as the Cats look to snap their little 2-game skid after a opening day beatdown of the Bruins. The Cats will not have Matthew Tkachuk or Alexander Barkov today if they are going to get it done in Boston, but they do have Bob back between the pipes. Focus. Let's get to 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here, brought to you by the luxury SUV Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. By the way, Game Day Uncensored will be back 9 a.m. this upcoming Sunday. We'll get you ready for Dolphins and Colts. Colts lose to the Titans. You mentioned Ravens Commanders, Leroy. The Lions winning the way they did. That had to be the most impressive thing. Or are you just...
Yeah. Just how they dominated Dallas up front. And it looked fun.
Yeah.
Nate Sewell was running the football at one point. Everybody, you want to block? We're going to give you a carry. Right? It's just... it was pretty amazing and exciting to watch.
What do they have that the Dolphins don't, right? That's the thing. When you watch them, because the Dolphins, they said, oh, we're going to be bullies, but they have brought the fun offense. They have brought the razzle-dazzle, but they can also whoop your ass.
Let me tell you, and I've said this over and over again. If you can run the football, I'm talking about physically run the football, it does so much for your team from top to bottom. And if you notice, every time a coach takes over a new team, the first thing he says, I'm going to run the football and I'm going to be physical. That's what Campbell tried to do here. He wanted to change the culture to make them physical. It's one thing to say you're physical, but when nothing you do on a daily basis is physical, it's hard to imagine a guy going out Sunday and then all of a sudden saying, I'm going to be physical. Now, it doesn't mean you can't win. But if I start off with that basic concept and we're going to play a physical style of football offensively, and we're going to run the football and we're going to pound the football, and you start with that attitude, that changes the attitude of your defensive line because that's what they're dealing with every day. That changes the attitude of your linebackers, right? Your wide receivers blocking outside. Everybody has this same mentality. So when you do all the other stuff that you build off of that physical, then it just looks crazy. But if you go the other way and then say we're going to now run the football and be physical when we need to, it never works out. You can't just turn physical on. And that's the whole thing I was saying before the season started. Oh, y'all just going to get physical?
Well, I know it is the Patriots. I did like that there was more of a commitment to the run game the last time around. I do hope that can carry over this next performance.
Well, and again, the one thing that you can actually look forward to is I didn't believe Mostert would make that much of a difference with so many other guys being able to run the ball, but he did. He did with the way in which he ran the football. So hopefully they can build off that a little bit. But if you don't have a physical team, it's hard to just say you're a physical team, because here's the other thing. The kind of football they play in Detroit, if it's 5 degrees and snowing, they can pack that up in a little bag and bring it to wherever they're going. The style of football the Dolphins play, when it's hard to throw the ball and all you can do is be physical up front, that makes it more difficult. So if the Dolphins are going to have success, it's going to have to come through Miami.
The tightest this group has been. This is the tightest this 2024 team has been. We found something special last year, man. I felt it going into this game. Man, it's like we're in here together, and I don't feel people pulling us away. Nobody's coming out of that circle, man. That's exactly where you want to be right now, all right? It's a hell of a win. You guys didn't let off the gas. That's a way to finish it out. I do have 2 game balls, and this time I wrote down some stats. Let's start here on offense. 18 to 25, 315 yards passing. All right, 3 tugs, 153.8 quarterback rating. Jared Goff.
Thanks, boys. Love y'all. Keep going.
Absolutely. This player came up to me last week, and he said, hey, Coach, if I get a takeaway, can I break the team down next week? And I said, if you get 2, you can break them down all week. Well, he got more than that, man. All right, this guy had 6 tackles, had a PBU, 2 PBUs. He had 2 interceptions, and then 1 punch out, man. BB!
Shoot, I just want to say I love y'all boys, and we really finna go on the stretch.
Our division starts this week. That's a great win. Break it down.
Hey, real quick. Our f***ing head coach is our f***ing rock now. We're in f***ing Dallas, in his f***ing place where he played game ball.
In the water work.
How about a little kick ass on 3? 1, 2, 3. Kick ass.
Man. Goosey. That is Goosey.
He's fighting back them tears.
Yeah, his face turned tomato red. He is ready to go have a good cry.
I mean,
man,
keep in mind,
tears.
he was the coach. They didn't want him.
I know.
I'd be curious as to why.
I think because they thought he was a meatball. I don't know. I mean,
They
hired Adam Gase. Like,
He
they did not do a
is.
good job.
He is, but he's also a good football coach.
I know.
Like, you have different personalities that do jobs.
Man, he
right?
hated Michael
You have
Agnew.
different personalities that do jobs.
He was so mad at Michael
Sometimes you
Agnew
gotta
on Hard
grade
Knocks.
people on their ability to do the job and not about how it appears. That means a coach that doesn't talk much, a coach that maybe has problems at press conferences. How good of a football coach he is. Now, you notice they're starting to have questions for Nick Sirianni.
Karen says McDaniel's speech would still be going on right now.
Yep.
Jordo, that's a head coach. We have a quote guru. I mean, different strokes. We can win different ways, people.
I told you what the problem is with this style of offense. They want to be physical. They can't be because they don't play physical football. And what happens is when one side of your ball doesn't play physical, the other side doesn't because they're not practicing against it.
Schmeathan says Dan Campbell's tears are made of nails. Dr. Toboggan, man, Campbell's drinking 3 espresso right before bed just to calm him down. It's like his warm milk, little espresso. That's how he relaxes the nerves.
I've seen Cuban people do that though. Have like
really?
Cuban coffee
I do that.
Yeah, a little cafe con leche.
It's crazy. Get you going.
Cat Lord, I'd trade my dad for that guy.
Wow. Wow. Jesus.
Timbo. Meanwhile, we're stuck with this nerd.
You brought up we went the direction of Adam Gase. Seems like we have Adam Gase 2.0 now.
Don't say that. Don't say. Let's not
No,
say
you
that.
don't.
Let's not say that.
Listen, here.
Adam Gase.
Let me explain something to you.
Don't say things we can't take back.
Let me explain something. Mike McDaniel is a heck of a coach. No, he is.
He's a heck of a coordinator.
No, but that's still a good coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
On one side.
But football and success in football kind of has to do with like a mentality in which you play football. Those are the teams that seem to have more success. When I say Pittsburgh Steelers, what do you think?
Mike Tomlin, consistency.
Nope. See, there you go. You're trying to make it about the coach. What kind of football do they play?
Tough.
Why they're always in games with no talent sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? There's certain teams that just ooze that kind of stuff. And it's usually the teams that play up north, usually teams that play up north because you got to have a style of football that can play in that weather.
Tell you
We
where else,
used to be tough.
tell you where else you want to hand out your game balls. In the bedroom, dude.
Whoa!
That's why you want to have Blue Chew.
Could you
Blue
imagine
Chew
if
is
my
a
wife
unique
said,
online service that
"Here's
delivers
a
the
game ball for you, sir."
Yeah, that's right.
Good
We're
job.
gonna gather around here. We're gonna have a good time. Right here, take a little Blue Chew. We're ready to go. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of a cost. So whether you're a guru, you're a man Campbell, whatever it may be, you need that sex life to be humming, baby. Now you can chew it and do it. Whether you're married, you're looking to spice things up, or single, trying to impress someone new, Blue Chew is for you. And there's no doctor's visits, no pharmacy lines, no waiting around. Ships right to your door in a discreet package. And I got a special deal for our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code SHOWPONY. I think I'm going to do that to break down a huddle at one point. It'd be like, SHOWPONY on 3. SHOWPONY on 3. 1, 2, 3. SHOWPONY.
You'll never be in a huddle.
Oh, no. Maybe you don't know that. You don't know that, dude. But what I do know is huddle or no huddle, our listeners can huddle around right now. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. They're paying just $5 for shipping, and they're getting their first month of Blue Chew for free. Go to bluechew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. You're getting your first month free. That's bluechew.com. Bluechew.com. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQN. We got a little cat action coming your way. Matinee cat action coming your way. 1 p.m. from TD Garden. So this is our final segment of the show today. If you miss any of it, you can get the Tobin and Leroy podcast available for you on the Odyssey app and all your podcast platforms. And we will hopefully be reacting to a Panthers victory tomorrow as the champs take on the Boston Bruins. They lost to the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. And, of course, the bigger loss they have is Alexander Barkov, who's going to be missing a few weeks here, it seems. I think probably they'll be as cautious as possible with Barkey. No need to rush the captain back. But not one of these catastrophic injuries either. So that's great news. Meanwhile, Matthew Tkachuk has an illness. He's going to be out a week, according to Paul Maurice. So a little adversity dealt to the champs early on in this season. Last night, I was in the building for the Heat preseason home opener against the Pels, Leroy. You know what's very weird about this?
What's up?
They're just not playing Brandon Ingram. Like, it's just odd. It's such a weird thing. Like, I don't know if they're looking for a last minute trade partner, but like, I was like, is he? Because I wouldn't say I was whale watching yesterday, but I was down on the hardwood yesterday to watch a little Brandon Ingram action on the court. Just get a little looky-loo, size him up a little bit, Leroy. And coincidentally, I mean, you can say it's coincidence or not a coincidence, but did happen to see a certain Heat general manager lingering on the court at the same time. I saw you, Andy Ellisberg, doing that side-eye to Ingram, giving a little wink. Wink. He goes, hey. He told that guy with the beard, he goes, hey, act like you're having a conversation with me while I take a look at Brandon Ingram over here. Little looky-loo. But I'm like watching him. I'm like, oh, this looked like a normal pregame workout. Like, why isn't he? Is he not healthy? Why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? It's very weird what's going on there with the Pels.
I know. It seems like there's a couple of guys they kind of.
Why would they do that?
It's kind of like how they got rid of old boy in Minnesota. Just kind of, it ran its course.
Did you see what happened yesterday?
No.
Oh, so yesterday was preseason action.
I was watching part of it, Minnesota and
Minnesota, New York.
New York.
Very testy yesterday between Dante DiVincenzo and what is Jalen Brunson's father's name? Is it Rick? Is it Rick?
Yes.
Rick Brunson?
Rick Brunson.
Lot of chatter, Leroy. A lot of chitter chatter that was going
Gotta
on.
Be weird.
Well, they made this whole thing about the Villanova guys all there together, and then all of a sudden, well, you're calling Anthony down. Which one's the worst of the Villanova guys? DiVincenzo. Send him out. And so they send DiVincenzo out. DiVincenzo was talking that talk, as the kids say, Leroy, and was not happy with old Rick Brunson out there. He was like, that's what happens when you run things. I was
like, that's what happens when they let you run the show.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it's your friend's dad. Is that a little weird?
I mean, I didn't like all my friends' fathers.
That's fair. I mean, but like, did you have him as one of your coaches? And did you also disrespect them as they were on the court? And then I saw like Jalen Brunson, like calming him down after too. And I'm kind of like, man, this is weird. You got your dad,
right?
It's also your coach, your friend, former teammate. It's a weird area to be in for Jalen Brunson.
It was I think it was in the word. It was frosty. It was frosty. Yeah. Like, not everybody else was cool. And Karl Anthony Towns dabbing each other up, switching jerseys.
Oh, did you hear what Ant said?
Love?
I don't know if you're gonna like this necessarily.
I did see that.
What do you think?
I think, if anything, it's great news because it makes it sound like he doesn't want to stay in Minnesota. Okay. So, like, some guy yesterday was like, hey, Anthony, you better come to the Mecca and play with Karl Anthony Towns.
That's not how he sounded, guys.
That's how he sounded, dude. That's how he sounded. Hey, we'll unretire Sprewell's jersey for you. And like, we didn't retire Sprewell's jersey. I did.
We should have. We haven't done that.
We should retire it. And so he goes, "Oh, I'd love to play with Carl," but that's a polite thing that you say. The real thing Minnesota should be worried about is he's already thinking about leaving.
Yeah, I just never seen a superstar just flat out say, "Yeah, I would love to reunite with my former teammate." Before.
Yeah. I know.
Like he was just
I know.
like,
Right. But you want to know who else is his former teammate? Bam Adebayo. That's his former Olympic teammate. So, if he's about, if he's out here he's about
circling around, boy. Here we go. You started off by saying, I'm not wailing, but guess where we end up?
I wasn't wailing. I was not. I just want to be clear last night. I was not wailing. Did I spend an inordinate amount of time near Brandon Ingram last night? Perhaps. I can't say that. I can't say that I wasn't spending an inordinate. But look at this Andy Ellisberg. He thinks he's cute. Look at him. Look at Leroy. He's sitting here. He goes,
He's looking in front of him, but he's looking at that stick over there in the red.
He got that side eye.
Yeah, that side eye.
Got that side eye going. We're just watching a little looky-loo here for old BI. They're not playing him. So why not just take a gander? Now, I will say, backcourt looked good last night for the old Miami Heat. The starting lineup, the starting unit, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
All right. Well,
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
It looks great if everybody participates. That's all I'm going to say.
That was nice. Everybody playing. First time we got to see it healthy together.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Look at what's the harm, baby. Look at little Brandon Ingram. Seeing what he's like. He's having a good time.
So are you confirming that you were wailing then?
No, I wasn't wailing. I was just perusing, J-Fig. That's what I would say.
That's the new word for it?
I was just perusing. You go into a store every once in a while. They're like, "What are you doing here?" Just perusing.
Window shopping?
Little window shopping. Just taking a little looky-loo. That's all I was doing. Nothing to it. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, but then you're going to come over here. You're going to talk about it. You're going to get some more ideas in you.
What I got to do.
That's how it all starts,
We're all just having we're just taking a gander at things. Now, I don't even want them. I mean, like this Heat team is as deep as it's ever been. We got everything working for us. Jimmy's telling everybody this past weekend, he goes, money shmoney. He doesn't even care about the money. He's being honest. I don't know, but he said it. And so, he doesn't even worry about the money. He's just here to play as many games as possible. We're kumbaya right now, baby. Everything is working for us. It's all happening. Nico yesterday. Oh, this Nikola Jovic.
That's what wailing, champ. There it is.
Let me just say, this Nikola Jovic, he should do taxes. He's so
he's
accountable.
a moose.
He's so accountable. Yesterday he was so frustrated with himself because he couldn't get his threes to drop. And really, what he should have been saying is, to a perfect lob, Jimmy Butler couldn't get it down, buddy. Let's go, old man. Get your hops up. We're not going to talk about that because he loves Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
But he got mad at himself. It took him 4 attempts to hit his first 3, and then he got hands to the heavens. And he's beating himself up afterwards. And I'm like, Jovic, dude, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. It's just a preseason game. But he knows he's the connective tissue to making all this thing happen. He is the engine to the transition machine that is the Miami Heat.
You think that's what he's thinking?
I don't know.
How old is he?
21.
And you think he's thinking that depth, or he's just thinking, oh, I screwed up?
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
No, he's thinking that Babushka's going to go ham on him.
No, he's not. Nope.
Suspended for 3 more weeks, but she was thinking it.
No references.
I will say
nothing.
That new Jumbotron.
The real Babushka.
That new Jumbotron. Mwah, that looked good.
What is Jovic's mom's name? You just calling her Babushka.
I'm not allowed to make references. You just said I have 3 weeks suspension. Can't talk about it. I'm like Tua. There's no timelines right now. Can't even talk about it.
Oh, you're the worst.
I'm in the Babushka protocol.
You the worst.
Ilya?
You guys are the ones who suspended me.
Because you what?
Wow.
You're a fraud. You're a fraud. You try to put this on us. You're the one. You suspended yourself.
No, you suspended me.
No, you suspended yourself
You
by
suspended me.
by not doing.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, you want to ruin professional relationships. You want me to be a carnival barker.
Really? Me and Bam played dominoes.
So what?
If anything, you guys bonded over that experience.
Exactly, dude.
Oh.
Although he did look at me yesterday while he was warming up and he went like this.
Oh, did he?
Nah, he didn't do that. I made that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You were.
That Leroy, huh?
I almost cussed. Like I had to regain my composure over this nonsense. What are you doing?
Oh man, it was fun. It's great fun. Just a little preseason fun. I hope Wemby plays tomorrow. I missed the Wemby game. You were at the Wemby game last year, yeah?
Yeah.
Tall?
He looked like a windsock.
I want to see. I hope he plays.
I heard he's gained 25 pounds of muscle in the offseason.
Wemby?
Yeah.
25 pounds of hype.
Well, I don't
know. He's really good, dude.
He's really good. I mean, everybody's acting like he's going to be LeBron this season. I'm like, all right, let's calm down.
No, he's got a Chris Paul now, who's going to be able to just throw balls like 20 feet.
Wait, Chris Paul's in.
He's got Chris Paul while his hamstrings work.
Wait,
true.
I didn't even. Chris Paul is in.
Yeah, he's in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Smokes, he's still playing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he just bought 2 years by using the Wemby card on the way out.
he's a savant. He goes, oh, you need somebody to throw those lobs to Wembanyama.
Yeah, I don't even know any other.
You know what sucks is that every year, a certain time of the year, Chris Paul just starts lighting it up, right? And you're like, "This is the Chris Paul." No! Out for the rest of the year. Pull a hammy.
Hammy, dude.
Menu says Toe wants to see Ware versus Wemby. I'm not getting my hopes up, dude. Spo's got him with the Rooks. Got him in that third unit. Man, Spo was that
who's
last
the starting center?
It's still Bam. Starting lineup: Tyler, Terry, Jimmy, Nico, Bam. Told you.
Isn't Nico taller than Bam?
Probably now.
What do you mean probably now?
Still growing.
He's growing. He's a growing boy.
Do you understand?
No, that's not how it's decided. It's not decided
I know
on.
it's not. I know it's not. I know it's not.
Isn't it?
When your 6'9" guy kicks it out to a 7-footer for a 3?
Jimmy Butler was taller than Caleb Martin, and Caleb Martin was the power forward.
Like, dude, I thought we were over this.
Well, Leroy,
still force feeding this tiny ass lineup.
it's not tiny. It's bigger because Jovic is bigger.
That's it.
Moose. But
Come on.
You should have seen this last.
Am I the only one that has a problem with this?
Dude, I'm with you. Hey, I'm with you.
All right.
I want to say I agree with you.
All right.
But
Ben Wallace was shorter than Rasheed.
But Leroy.
Ben Wallace didn't shoot a damn 3.
Leroy, you should have seen.
Ben Wallace didn't have handles.
Check out this. Let me see if I get this video here. This is from Spo is losing his freaking mind last night on these rookies in the last possession because none of them knew what to do.
They're never gonna play.
They're never gonna play him.
They're
never gonna play him. He is dazzle me, Rook, and then I'll get you out there. That's exactly how this is gonna go.
And then he's gonna say that he earned his 12 seconds.
Exactly.
In the fourth quarter.
Make me watch you. Make me watch you. Yeah, this is from Brady Hawk from 5 Reasons. Just look at Spoelstra. He'll be in the bottom left corner, and you'll see him lose his mind.
Wait, it looks like he's dancing.
That's a new one.
With the
He looks like he's rounding him into home, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think he noticed that he did that?
No.
Would he deny that he did that?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I absolutely need to
Watch
see
this.
all my life.
What is it?
He's losing his mind.
He's losing his mind.
It's amazing.
Look, a leg skip,
Last
a kick.
Last possession of the game, and then he was even like at the end. He was like, "Yeah, Pelle kind of bailed us out there at the end."
Oh
He's a maniac.
Have you ever? What has ever made you react that way before?
I think if I stepped on a nail.
Yeah, like this is
no.
This is.
You got
I can
that
tell you.
dead foot?
So I can tell you what happened to me
Mhm.
is I was in a preseason game, just preseason game.
Yep.
And I didn't try to run over a guy. I went out of bounds. I took like 3 steps out of bounds. Then the guy came in and got me.
All right,
So
we got
I went after him.
man. We got to get out of here. Panthers coming on up. Panthers and Bruins. You bastards, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hope you mother have a good day. WQAM broadcast.